Yo, Hoopalings, Hoopa here, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't really like Pecharunt all that much. Or, at least I didn't, until we got to its backstory. You see, I thought Pecharunt was just your standard mythical Pokemon who has ties to the legendary Pokemon that were introduced in the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero, the Teal Mask. You know, like Mew is to Mewtwo. However, hearing its backstory really changed my mind. And after watching it, I understand that Pecharunt has a very sad backstory. And that's actually what we're talking about today, plus a theory. First, let me introduce you to Pecharunt, the subjugation Pokemon. That's okay. Its Pokedex entry states, its peach-shaped shell serves as storage for a potent poison. It makes poisonous mochi and serves them to people and Pokemon. Now, that sounds awful. It sounds horrible. I mean, what's so sad about a Pokemon that poisons people and other Pokemon with mochi? Well, do you remember that video that I was talking about at the beginning? This video tells the backstory of Pecharunt, a timid and shy Pokemon being cared for by an elderly couple who didn't have kids. This Pokemon, loving their affection, fed them mochi that awakened their greedy nature. Now, under Pecharunt's influence, they started requesting things, several things, and Pecharunt, wanting to make them happy and wanting the couple to love it even more than they already did, decided to grant their wishes, giving them anything they asked for with the help of a Pokemon it had met. Moving a bit forward, we see the elderly couple ask Pecharunt to get them the jeweled mask they had heard so much about from Kitakami. So Pecharunt went on its way to find the masks in hopes that the people that it considers family would love it more and more. On its journey with its friend Okidogi, it met with two more Pokemon, Munkidori and Fezandipiti, making them retainers and companions due to their amazing abilities, all the while boosting those abilities with its poisonous mochi. Upon getting to Kitakami, they come across a festival, the same festival that you get to experience in the Teal Mask DLC. And while exploring, they notice two figures, one man and one Pokemon, wearing these masks that they were asked to find. So, they followed them to their cave. When they reached the cave, Pecharunt came up with a plan to quietly steal the masks so they wouldn't be caught. However, the man caught them and tried to protect the masks by fighting these intruders. And well, that didn't end well for him, now did it? Because, you know, he died. Panicked, the Pokemon tried to flee, but before they could, Ogerpon, angry for losing its precious friend, hunts them down and ends the life of its three companions, Okidogi, Munkidori, and Fezandipiti. Pecharunt survived, but used the last remaining bit of its energy to seal itself away in its shell to sleep for years. Yo, Hoopalings, if you made it this far and you liked that video, how about you shadow punch the like button? And if you guys want to see more videos like this and be notified of those videos, how about you break swipe the subscribe button and notification bell? We have a lot of fun here, and I upload once a week every Monday. So, let's get back into the video, shall we? Now, for those who don't know, everything about Pecharunt and the story surrounding it is very similar to the Japanese folktale called The Adventure of Momotaro, a story about a boy who was born from a peach and raised by an elderly couple. This boy went on a journey with his three companions, a dog, a monkey, and a pheasant, to hunt down and slay an ogre, or ogres depending on the version of the story you read. Now, I and a lot of other Pokemon fans thought that Kieran was inspired by Momotaro. However, as it turns out, it was Pecharunt. I mean, it's obvious now. It's a peach-like Pokemon. Momotaro was born from a peach. It made friends with Okidogi, Munkidori, and Fezandipiti, and we know for a fact that they are based off the three companions from the story Momotaro. Pecharunt's name in Japanese is Momowaru, which is similar to Momotaro except for the suffix waru, which means evil or bad, like Wario or Waluigi, Waluigi for English speakers, or even Waru Peach. So this Pokemon is bad? Well, yes and no. Here's my theory. Pecharunt isn't a bad or evil Pokemon. It is a shy and timid one like the story says. I believe this Pokemon did love the people it sees as family and wanted to make sure that they continued to love it. This need for love made this Pokemon very, very greedy though. So greedy in fact, that it put its family under its power so it could gain their love by fueling their greedy desires, and doing so sealed its fate. there are a lot of similarities between this story and Momotaro, but the biggest difference in the story is that Momotaro made it home to his parents. Pecharunt didn't. It was defeated, which also means the effects of its mochi wore off, leaving the elderly couple free of its control, but mourning the loss of their little Pokemon that left them for an unknown reason. Now, that's actually what makes this story so sad. Pecharunt, who just wanted to be loved by the old couple, did everything in its power to make them happy, and in turn, give it more love. This, however, backfired on it, leaving it defeated at the hands of Ogerpon, leaving it in a state of hibernation for years. What makes it worse, at least for me, is the elderly couple. You see, in the epilogue, once you beat the story and capture Pecharunt, everyone wakes up, but they don't know what happened or why they're in the loyalty plaza to begin with. That is most likely the case for the couple as well. Not knowing anything after Pecharunt fed them the mochi, they were probably heartbroken that their precious little Pokemon left them while they were asleep, making them wonder why it left. Whew! Now that was a dark one, wasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? But, you know, after watching the video and talking about Pecharunt and understanding why Pecharunt became what it became and what it is now, I have a new appreciation for this Pokemon. And I have learned to love this Pokemon. It has grown on me. And I think it is a very, very, very interesting Pokemon. And I hope that we get more Pokemon like Pecharunt in the future. But what do you guys think of Pecharunt? If you guys want to let me know in the comment section down below, I would love to hear it. My name is DarkHoopa, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.